Welcome to Hong Kong and beyond. And today we are returning to the screen with an episode of Within the Asian Cinema Circle. For those of you that have been following along, you will know this is the fourth one. And happily, this time I have my good brother, Kaleb from Kaleb's Kung Fu Cinema with us. Welcome, Kaleb.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I've been looking forward to this.
Oh, yes.
Excellent.
And we've been looking forward to having you. It may be true that our channel's like semi-retired. I mean, not completely, but we've then left the door open so we can enjoy things like this.
Yeah.
So without any further ado, let's kick into it. Question number one, as always, can you tell everyone about your channel, your podcast, everything that you do? Let them know now, please.
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel called Kaleb's Kung Fu Cinema. It originally started in 2020 as a podcast that I did with my wife and our friend Montarius. I also had a litany of special guests on the show throughout the 4.5 years that we did it. But then eventually things with work just got a little crazy. I finally got a normal not 9 to 5 because I actually work 7:30 to 5:30 every day. But whenever that started, and then Amber, my wife, got her job, and everything just started getting a little too crazy, and so we decided to call it a night on the podcast, and I just do YouTube now, and YouTube's been going pretty well. I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm at like 983 at this point, so we're getting there.
Yeah. So anybody that watches our channel that isn't subscribed to Kaleb's, he puts out content. Great content, so get on over there and subscribe now. Get him past 1,000 because he deserves that and more. Okay, I'm gonna hand you over to the more delicate and pretty hands of my wife, Shaz, and she's gonna hit you with quick fire round one.
Yep.
So off you
Right.
go.
Okay. So, what are your favorite flavor crisps?
Crisps. That's like chips, right?
Yeah, chips.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering that before I started. But yeah, my favorite crisps, I'll have to say Kalbe shrimp chips. They're I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but they're these Japanese shrimp chips, and I absolutely love them. Yeah, they're really good. My grandmother, for those who don't know, my grandmother was Japanese, and I remember growing up, she always had a bag of Kalbe shrimp chips, and I would just eat them up all the time, and I still eat them every now and then if I can find them at the store. I still get them.
Ah,
They sound good.
they do.
Yeah,
Keep
they're
an eye
pretty
open
good.
for them.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay, so what is your favorite non-alcoholic drink?
Lately it's vanilla Coke. I've been all about vanilla Coke.
Good choice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good choice.
Right. Name a music band you like.
Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna say Have Heart. It's a hardcore punk band. They're not together anymore. They still do reunions like every couple of years or so, but I'd have to say Have Heart. It's that was a band that was like it was like a turning point for me when I first discovered them. I was like, oh, this music is excellent, and it's a shame they're not really together anymore. But I'd still say they're probably my favorite.
Well, that's good. It doesn't matter if they're active or inactive,
No.
alive or not alive, as long as you enjoy it.
Sure. What is your most visited place?
I'd probably say it's a what sort? It's a tie. It's a tie between Hot Springs, Arkansas. My wife and I vacation there at least once a year. We try to, but there's also Washington State. We've been to Washington State various times. So it's like Portland, Oregon area, and then up into Washington State, like Seattle and the like in along that coast and everything. So I'd say it's probably a tie between those two.
Nice. They
Nice.
both sound like good locations.
They do, don't
Yeah.
they? Excellent.
Hmm.
Okay, what is your favorite fast food chain?
Ooh, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's called we have a place here in Louisiana, but they have different locations all over. But it's called a Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers. That's a really good one. I think it might be a little less known compared to stuff like McDonald's or Burger King, which I love them as well. But
Yeah.
but I'd have to say Freddy's. They got smash burgers, and they are excellent.
All right.
Oh, right. I've not heard of that
No,
one.
I
No, that
haven't.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to look that up. Obviously, I'm going to look that up,
Yeah.
and we'll stick a picture up.
Mhm.
Sounds great.
Right.
Right. Can I have this now?
Yes, you can.
Right. So the last guest, you may remember, was Arne Venema. And he left a really good rotating question for you. So thanks to Arne for this one. And it is, if you could pick one film to change the protagonist and antagonist roles around, which would it be?
This one is it actually didn't take me long to think about this one, but I came to this conclusion. I'll explain why. I'm gonna say The Karate Kid, which we have gotten, Cobra Kai. We had 6 seasons worth of that, and that is Cobra Kai is basically from the perspective of Johnny Lawrence, who was the villain of Karate Kid, but that's still like a two sides to the story type of situation. And I would really like to see the Karate Kid where it really is, the way Johnny Lawrence remembers it, where like imagine the movie where Daniel LaRusso is the bad guy. Like he comes to town and decides, he's not gonna take crap from anybody, and he's gonna he's gonna strike first, no pun intended. So I think that would be interesting. And Johnny Lawrence is like, oh, this guy, he thinks he can come into our town and treat people like this. I'm going to teach him a lesson, that sort of thing. I think that would be kind of funny and interesting.
That would be good. That would be good spin.
Yeah,
that would be a good spin, wouldn't it? Yeah, you take it from his perspective. I like that. That is a good one. I expect Arne will be well chuffed with that answer. Right. Okay. So number 3. Name your favorite Jackie Chan movie and the one you consider to be the most underrated, which I may feel that we may know this. We may have covered this ground, but
yeah. Well, most underrated is Dragon Fist. Which Leon and I obviously we collabed on that a little while back. I still stand on that one. I still think Dragon Fist is his most underrated. It's a very very fun movie.
Yeah.
Favorite, that's tough. Like it's I know I've said before, I've done whole videos on it where I talk about it. I usually say The Young Master is my favorite Jackie Chan movie, but at the same time, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh, I don't know, maybe Drunken Master 2 or maybe Police Story. It's so hard, but
it's tough.
Yeah, I still say I still like to think of Young Master as my favorite because I've said before that's the one where Jackie like truly became Jackie Chan. Like that's where he started doing what everybody knows him for. So that's still I think that's still a really special one.
Yeah, he really took the reins in that one, didn't he? It changed from being like traditional kung fu to being Jackie kung fu. That's a solid choice. Yeah, you happy with that choice?
Yeah.
Right, you're off the hook there, man. That's good. So, out of all the different genres of Hong Kong cinema, which is your personal favorite?
Yeah, a pretty obvious one right there. It's kung fu, it's martial arts. Yeah, it's
Elaborate.
And that's just as you guys can tell, that's what I built my whole platform around was just martial arts movies. There are some other questions that you guys are going to ask that I can like give more insight on it, but martial arts was just that's just it was my first love. That was kind of like my earliest like movie watching experiences were with martial arts. So it's that's always been my thing.
Do you think I missed a trick here, Shaz? Do you think I should have said what's his second favorite genre? That would have got you.
Yeah.
Okay, number 5. This is an important one for me. It's one of my favorite questions. Who was your first childhood crush?
Yeah, Amy Jo Johnson, the Pink Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It was definitely her.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. What attracted you to her in particular then?
She I was, pretty girl. She can kick ass. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's a good combo, isn't it?
yeah.
A pretty girl that can kick out appeals to us kung fu movie fans for some bizarre reason. It's in our DNA, I guess. But there we go.
She's a great singer too. I don't know if you're that familiar with her, but she's a great singer too.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. A bit like you then, Shaz. Well, we got karaoke videos that will come out from Hong Kong.
No, please
No?
No.
Oh, maybe they won't. Yeah.
No.
I mean, Shaz's got nothing to be afraid of. Me, I'm surprised I didn't get thrown out the goddamn bar. But yeah. Whew. Yeah. Okay.
I've heard karaoke is pretty booming in Hong Kong. I've heard people like karaoke over there.
Yeah, I mean, they even reacted like they enjoyed it, but there's no way they enjoyed it. There's just no way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, number 6. Tell us who is the individual responsible for getting you into film?
My dad.
Cool.
Yeah, it was him. This is where I could elaborate on a little bit more. He got me into this stuff. He showed me Fist of Fury at a really early age, and I remember thinking that movie was pretty amazing. I still think that. But it wasn't just that movie. It was like so many other things. I mean, I remember seeing The Young Master. I vaguely remember seeing The Young Master with him and seeing stuff like, Shaolin Woodman, Snake and the Eagle's Shadow, and then gently movies like Fist of Legend or New Legend of Shaolin, Once Upon a Time in China, stuff like that. It was definitely him, and I also owe some of that to my uncles, because my uncles were also into that. Like my uncle on my mom's side, my mom's brother, he's really into Chuck Norris, So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's
he's going to be watching then, isn't he? The next Three Amigos.
Yeah.
Cool. Hi, Uncle. Right. So that is cool. I mean, Caleb's got some, good introduction there.
Yeah.
That's a cool dad there and cool uncles setting you up there. I love that. Right. Number 7. How are you gonna like this one? Hum us the theme tune to one of your favorite TV shows of all time. We will try and guess it.
Yeah. Well, actually, I did allude to it earlier. I'll spare doing the whole thing. It's let me think. If I still had my guitar, I'd try to play it on that, but I don't have that anymore.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Do a guitar if you want.
It's do.
I need a bit more. I need a tiny bit more. Just follow that.
It's like, man. It's like do.
You can do this. You got it. Flash it.
Come on. It's like do. That's the best I can do. I'm kind of
3 minutes. 3 minutes. I might
kind of tone deaf
to it in 3. Yeah, like me. I'm tone deaf. Have you got it?
No.
Give me one clue. Because it's itching in my head. I think.
Yeah.
I feel like I know
it. Go.
Go.
It's one of the words. Go.
Go.
Yeah. You may not be familiar with. it, so.
I give up. I'm sad. I'm sorry, viewers. I failed epically. I failed my brother.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Go Power Rangers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now he said it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because Power Rangers was just after when I started stopped watching stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't.
Which is a shame. You didn't either.
But I didn't watch
I remember it. I remember my nephews were absolutely absorbed by it. That's why it's in there a little bit. They had all the figures. Jason, yeah. if he didn't get all the figures at Christmas, he'd like start throwing like plates through the windows and stuff. He had to have it all. Sorry, Jason, but you know it's true.
Yeah.
He won't watch this anyway. But
that was my that was my favorite show. It's still my favorite. I've been on a Power Rangers kick lately. I've been watching it a lot lately.
All right, cool. And it still holds up for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's still. I mean, there are some things about it where I watch it now and I'm like, oh, that's so corny. But at the same time, like, you know what? It's still fun. I'm still having fun. It's still cool. It's still like cool hearing like that really epic music and and seeing all the Power Rangers fight and stuff like that. It's still fun, even with its cheesy moments. Yeah, and another fun fact: the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and I actually share a birthday, August 28th.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. I was born the day they premiered over here in the States.
That is cool, man. That is cool. Yeah. Did you ever have a costume?
Not that I can recall. I might have, but I don't remember specifically if I have. I remember.
Birthday's the 28th of August. No, not that.
I remember having a bunch of toys though. I remember I had a whole bunch of Power Rangers toys. I had all these VHS tapes and but I don't recall having a costume.
Oh, right. Well, did you at least have the pink Power Ranger toy as well for equality?
I believe I did. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I remember having a bunch of them. So
cool.
Excellent. Okay. Oh, now this one's going to really interest me because obviously you had a podcast. I had a podcast. Can you recommend us a podcast outside of the ACC? Because obviously we could all easily go to the Mic'd Avengers and 344 and those guys, Heroes 3 and whatnot. But yeah, outside of the ACC.
Yeah, I do have one that I listen to. It's called Not a Bomb. It's hosted by a buddy of mine named Troy. He's him and I don't remember I'm sorry, Troy. I don't remember the other guys that hosted with you, but they really just cover movies that were kind of considered like financial bombs or critical bombs, and then they try to discuss like why that was the case or why why maybe it wasn't as much of a bomb as some people say it was. So it's a fun one. They just kind of talk about like a lot of different movies. So I enjoy that one.
Excellent. Cool. I like the sounds of that. That sounds good. I'm going to be looking that up, adding that to my watch list. Thank you for that. What is the craziest thing you've ever done that you can tell us about, of course?
Probably when I sliced my eyelid open.
Oh,
yeah.
How on earth did you manage that?
Oh man, I don't remember how old I was. I might have been maybe 7 or 8 years old. I was in a backyard running around, and there was a fence, chain link fence. And you know how like on the top of a chain link fence, it's got the pointy ends on it. So this fence was messed up, and it was bent like downwards. And I was running around, and I got close to it, and I guess I kind of lost my footing, and the pointy end raked me right across the eye right there. And I got like 4 or 5 stitches, which I still have the scar. I mean, you can't really see it, but I still have a scar like right here. Yeah. Yeah. God. Yeah, I remember it vividly. That was like my first like experience with like real pain. That's the kind of pain that you don't the kind of pain you don't forget.
That would do it.
Yeah.
Gosh, you got any more scars?
I got one right here. Can't really see it, but that was glass. I got pushed into a door that had a window on it. Glass broke, cut my arm open. I got like 7 stitches right there.
Right, I feel like we're going to get into the Jaws scene now. Should I show my scars for my... No. Yeah, well, best not do that because I don't want to start stripping off on camera. It's going to be extremely uncomfortable for the viewers. It might make us happy, but
I'd have to say that one.
We have to think of everybody else here, Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 10. And bringing us back to a more pleasant theme than Ford me stripping. Where would you most like to go on holiday right now? If you can just go out that door, get on a plane, or get in a bus, whatever, where would you go?
Japan.
Oh,
Yep.
Japan.
Yeah, I'd go in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? I'm a bit envious actually because my workmate and my good brother at work, Satiris, he is going to Japan with his son in February.
Oh.
And he was showing me all the places he's going to go. He's found the restaurant from Kill Bill.
Nice.
He was showing me pictures on his phone. He goes, "Do you know what this is?" I said, "Yeah, it's a restaurant for Kill Bill." He's like, He goes, "Do you know what this is?" I said, "Oh, that's from Lost in Translation, isn't it?" He's like,
Yeah.
And disappeared on me after that. I'm like, what? Yeah.
It's not fun when you already know.
Yeah, I know, but he knows me well enough. He should know I'll be able to pick these things up. But yeah, Japan.
Nice.
Do speak to Carlito as well from Heroes 3 because he knows loads of good places over there. And having been over there, and he just went off everywhere. So yeah, when you go in long haul like that, make sure you get the most out of it. Plan in advance so you can squeeze every last drop out. You'll love it when you go. I mean, we'd love to go, wouldn't we? But I think it's going to be a few years before we do a long haul again. Well, that long anyway. Yeah. Okay, I've got to give you back to the delightful Shaz, and it's quickfire round 2.
Quickfire round 2. Right. Let's go for it. Beer or wine?
Powerade. Yeah, I don't. I'm not an alcohol guy, so don't really. I've tried it, but yeah, pretty much.
Okay, no, that's good. That's setting a good example. We can't argue with that.
No?
Yeah, I have tried it here and there, but that's not my thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. Right, biscuits or cake?
Cake. Yeah, I absolutely love. I love chocolate cake. I love ice cream cake. Ice cream cake's a big one for me. Like every year on my birthday, I always say I want an ice cream cake. So.
What's that? What's an ice cream cake?
Yeah.
Is that here?
It's like it's just like instead of kind of like your traditional like cake and then like frosting, they use like ice cream as one of the layers, and it'll still have like some cake icing on top, but it's more kind of like just like regular cake and then layer of ice cream on top of it.
Nice. I like the sound. I like the sound of that. Yeah. We'll try that when we go over to the States.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Is it for you coffee or tea?
Neither. I don't really drink either of them.
Any hot drink?
Hot drink? I mean, I do. Maybe hot chocolate. I mean, I've had that. Yeah, I've had that here and there. I love. But if we're not talking hot drinks, I like chocolate milk. I'm a big chocolate milk guy.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Nice. Cats or dogs?
Definitely dogs. Yep.
Sorry, Dollar.
I do like cats. Like my family, we did have cats. We had like some cats that were great pets, and then we had some that were horrible pets. Actually, I have another scar from a cat right here, from one of our like cats that we owned when I was a kid, and it was a mean cat. Yeah, but I've always been more of a dog person. Everybody in my family's got dogs, and yeah, it's definitely dogs.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Right, Scarlett Johansson or Margot Robbie?
Let's say Margot Robbie. She, I mean, I obviously don't know either her or Scarlett personally, but Margot seems like she might be a little more friendly.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, she's coming up trumps, I think, isn't she, Margot? I think on this one. I'm a Scarlett Johansson guy.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. I like her too. I don't know. Margot just seems a little more approachable. I feel like Scarlett, like if Yeah, if I saw Scarlett, I'd probably feel like, ah, she doesn't want to talk to me. I'd like she like if I like approach her, she'd be like, oh, go away. I don't know, you go away, or Margot will probably feel the same way, but I don't know. She just seems a little more approachable.
She does seem quite
Yeah,
fun,
you're right.
actually,
I think
doesn't
you're
she?
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes
Interviews
across
with
that way.
cinnamon.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen all sorts of interviews. We went to the cinema to see Barbie, didn't we?
Mhm.
And I think we got it on 4K back here. We did, didn't
Yes, we did. Yeah.
It was pretty good, actually. And I saw her in an interview, and you think a lot of stars would get irritated with stupid questions. And they said, "Oh, Margot, how do you feel about everybody having an obsession with your feet?" Because obviously the foot thing in Barbie, how she had to keep it arched. And she was like,
yeah.
"I'm quite flattered," she said. And I thought, there you go. She's grounded. She's approachable. And a lot of respect for that. So I can see why a lot of people would pick Margot Robbie.
I have to say, I'm really flattered that people are excited about my feet. I think that's lovely. I am, genuinely. I don't feel weird about it. I am actually like, well, that's nice.
It's a nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't look at my feet.
I hadn't.
Okay. Right. Japanese or Korean films?
Korean. I think. I do love Japanese cinema. They've made some obviously really amazing movies, but I think I always kind of gravitated towards Korean or cinema more because I think they're I don't know. It's just something about the way they do their action. It's really interesting. Not many people do action the way they do it. So I just I think they have like more standouts in that department.
Yeah. I kind of expected that. I expected that one, which is a good choice. I mean, it's hard question.
Yeah.
Right. So for you, is it Superman 1 or Superman 2?
1. Yeah. I love the second one, but that first one, I have a lot of great memories with the first one. I remember watching it all the time. It's such a fun movie. One of my grandmothers, she's gone, but she introduced me to that movie when I was really young because she knew I loved superheroes and stuff like that, and so she bought me the first Superman movie on VHS one time, and I remember just watching it constantly, and I still watch it whenever I'm in the mood for it, and so yeah, I love the first one.
It is good. Have you ever seen the TV cut? It's like it's over 3 hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Superb. Love that.
Yeah. The VHS I had, it was like it was a shorter version of it, but I've seen like the extended one too, which they're both great. They both hold up.
Yeah.
Okay. Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Wrong answer.
Yeah. I know a little bit about Star Trek. I'm just not that familiar with it. I've always liked Star Wars. Star Wars. That shout out to my dad. That was another thing. My dad loves Star Wars, and I remember him introducing me to that to those movies. I love Return of the Jedi, but I think I think another thing about Star Wars that drew me to that one more was the action. The lightsaber fighting. For me, it's like sword fighting. They say there's I like stuff like that. Star Trek doesn't really have a lot of that from what I've seen, but yeah, I think Star Wars because it's just more action oriented.
Clearly, he's not seeing Kirk against the Gorn. I mean, fights don't come any better than that.
Who is that? Is that like the reptile? Thing?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah. I didn't know what his name was.
Yeah, it's pretty awful, but we love
it. Yeah.
Because we're weird. Sorry.
Oh, excellent. Okay. John Woo or Ringo Lam?
Ooh.
Now it gets tricky.
Yeah, that's tough. Oh man, I'm gonna say Ringo Lam because I really love Burning Paradise and I love Twin Dragons. So So I would say him, and that's not to say John Woo has doesn't have like some bangers of his own. I mean, he's got Hard Boiled, one of the greats, like one of the best out there as far as action goes, and he did Hand of Death, which is solid. Hand of Death's a good movie. Last Hurrah for Chivalry, and of course Killer, Better Tomorrow, all that stuff. But I don't know. For like Ringo Lamb, again, like going back to Burning Paradise. When I saw that, I love that movie, and I was like, man, I wish Ringo Lamb had done more stuff like that, like more like old school, like shapes.
It's a shame.
Yeah,
it's a shame, isn't it? Because that had such a gothic feel, and the kung fu with the gothicness with Ringo Lamb directing was chef's kiss. It was great, and we didn't get any more. But, what could have been? What could have been?
Yeah.
Right. Jackie Chan or Sammo Hung?
So mean.
Yeah, that is
so
tough.
mean. Shaz.
Yeah. Jackie Chan. I think. I mean, I love Sammo, but I didn't. I kind of didn't get into his movies until like much later in life. Jackie's got more. I have more history with that. I've got more of an attachment to it, and there's more sentiment there. So yeah, I would say Jackie.
That's cool. It's only personal preference at the end of the day, isn't it? And doesn't mean you don't love Sammo, as people will know because they've seen you on Top 5 Sammo and all the rest of it. Right, okay. Number 11. And this one I'm really curious to hear what Kaleb has to say. The name of the film you'd most like to see a remake of, because obviously you want me and Kaleb do. So.
Oh yes, cool.
Yeah. Oh man. This is gonna be kind of a weird one, but I would say Double Dragon. They released a live action Double Dragon movie in the early 90s.
Yeah,
and,
Dacuscus.
Yeah, as what's the word? As exceptional as that movie is, I would say I'd like to see a remake of that, but do something closer to the actual Double Dragon video game. I'm a huge fan of Double Dragon, so I'd like to see something that's a little more grounded and has like better just a better overall quality to it. I think and I mean I think it would be cool. It would be. I think they could make it something like just a really brutal post-apocalyptic martial arts movie.
Yeah, that would be nice. And for me, the only thing exceptional about the Double Dragon film was Alyssa Milano's jeans.
Yeah.
I had a big thing for Alyssa Milano back then. She's about my age, so it's cool. Yeah, but I don't think they did it justice.
Right.
Like you say, it might have been fun, but they could have made it a lot stronger for a video game franchise that's like endured so long. Why have we never returned to that? I'd even like to see a TV series. I think they could, they could rope stories out of that. But,
yeah, definitely.
Okay, in your opinion, which television show was cancelled too early? I've got a funny feeling I might know this one.
That's tough, because there are a good few come to mind, but I'd say the biggest one for me, the biggest thorn in my side is Warrior.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
That's the big. Yeah, that's the big one for me because I loved that show. And the show, I mean, that show, Warrior's been canceled twice at this point. After that second season, they canceled it. HBO Max picked it up, and then they went ahead and made a third season, which the third season was excellent. And and then the way that ending, it still kills me that they canceled it again. Like after that, like the way the third season ended, it's like, oh, you have the perfect setup for a final season. I'm not saying we should have gotten 7 more seasons of Warrior. I think one more would have been great because just the way they kind of set things up at the end of 3, it would have been the perfect thing for everything. It would have been the perfect way for everything to just kind of blow up in season 4 and then we come to like a big conclusion. And it's it's unfortunate because I think it would have been really cool.
So that you say it was HBO, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
And now that Netflix have bought Warner's and on HBO's stuff as well, could be. It could be Netflix might do it.
Yeah, possibly.
You never know.
Yeah,
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember.
Okay, so Netflix, speak to Caleb, get this show on the road.
Yeah.
No messing, get it done. I'm doing my best for you, brother.
Yeah. I remember, man, I think it was last year. I remember last year, Joe Taslim, who was obviously in the show, he was great. I remember he said that he had tweeted something saying another season isn't going to happen. Pretty much, he said the book's pretty much closed. But you know, and never say never. I mean, maybe if enough people lobby for it,
you never know. Do you?
Maybe they'll do it.
I mean, I've been looking at posts on Instagram and whatnot, and they've been saying they're doing a Demolition Man 2 with Stallone and Snipes. And I'm like, really? And I thought, I don't believe this. This is AI bullshit. And I looked it up, and everywhere I'm looking, it's like saying, no, it's going ahead. I'm like, hey?
Yeah.
So never say never, as you say. Okay. Out of all the Blu-ray labels out there, which one do you have the most of in your personal collection?
Yeah, I actually I had to go and count everything before we started. Like, I wonder which one I do have the most.
Do you think he's pissed at me? you think he is? I'm sorry.
No,
you have to take off your socks.
Yeah, no, I was like, I've actually been wondering how much I actually have of each label, and it's actually Eureka. Which,
all right, cool.
Yeah.
See, I did you a favor. You didn't know that until we came to
I didn't.
this.
Yeah. It's Eureka for sure, because I do want to shout them out. I think Eureka, I mean, that's a great label. I love how much like old school stuff they've been releasing. They've been doing a ton of Shaw Brothers releases lately. But yeah, I love that. I love that label. They put out some great stuff.
They do get a rough ride sometimes, and I think sometimes it's purely based on the artwork choices, which not everybody's a fan of. I personally quite like a lot of the Eureka covers. I think it fits. And yeah, the actual content and the disc and the film choice has been fantastic. We got a ton of Eureka here as well. Yep. And speaking to Arnold Venomer, he loves Eureka, doesn't he? He absolutely loves them. So I'm like, I actually felt like they need a bit more support. So I have requested something new from Eureka against my better will. We're trying to be quieter on a channel. I said, actually, this film that you're putting out, I'm not saying in case we don't get it. I said, I would like to shove for that one. I said, I want to see people pick it up. So they did get back to me and they said, okay, Leon, when we're sending out, we'll see what we can do. See, we've got a copy to send out. So if they do, I will do that. And anything I feel needs a bit of support, I'll probably hop on it because, you know, like you, Caleb, I think Eureka's an underrated label and I want to see him go on. I want to see him get some more stuff. I want to see Eureka get the Iron Angel series and stick that out because I know it's available in the States on Vinegar Syndrome, but I think we need it over in the UK and I think they'll do a nice job of it if they get it. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be upset when the other labels gets it and puts it out, does a good job. But I would like to see that through Eureka. But listening, Eureka, please, that'd be nice. Okay, so number 14. Name one thing on your bucket list.
Back into traveling territory. I'd really like to go to South Korea.
Nice.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go there and go to I can't remember the name of the place, but the temple where Bruce Lee was going to film Game of Death. I've always wanted to go see that in person. So that's one of them.
Nice.
Yep.
It is fun when you see film locations up real. I mean, we were when we realized the graveyard behind us was the one from Enter the Dragon and the hotel, like, seriously? It's like, because we looked it up, where is it? And it said, oh, it's a Muslim graveyard, and we like seen the one behind us, checked the rope, yeah, it was the one, and you just felt, oh, this is where Bruce has been. Yeah, so cool,
Yeah.
so cool. I like that. Number 15. Oh, this is an important one, and I think this is one of my favorite ones for viewers. Yeah, in your opinion, what is one movie that everyone should watch?
Ooh, I mean, I'll pick a martial arts movie because that's just my bread and butter. But I'm gonna say Shaolin, the 2011.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Andy Lau
Andy
and
Lau, Jackie Chan.
Wu
Yeah,
Jing
yeah,
Wu Jing was in it. Well, he
yeah,
went to Shaolin Temple to train for that, didn't he? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I would say that one, and really because I mean, I've talked about this. I've talked about this before on my channel, but it's just I know people like a good redemption story, and I think that is a top notch redemption story, and it's just it's got a ton of moments that that are like really big, like great big movie moments, and it's got great action. I just think that's a very quality redemption story right there.
Oh yeah, it was good, and a great villain with Nicholas Chi as well.
Mhm.
And just to give a little plug for our friends there out in the UK, Cine Asia put out Shaolin. Good that one. Good we got the Blu-ray for that. I haven't watched it for ages, have we?
No.
We'll have to return
we
to that, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, we can't recast that one. It's too current, isn't it? But yeah. Right. Okay. So number 16. Tell us about your best cinema experience ever. This is the one you can tell, the clean version, yeah? The clean version, Caleb, not the other stuff.
Jeez. I'm gonna say 2016 when Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice came out.
Right.
I was really hyped about that movie. I was so looking forward to it, and when I went and saw it, I was just I was captivated by the whole thing, and everybody. I know Batman v Superman is a very polarizing movie. Lots of people love it. Lots of people absolutely hate it. But for me, I was one of those people that absolutely loved it. It was everything I wanted it to be. It was exactly what I expected, and and then of course we got the Ultimate Edition, Zack Snyder's director's cut released a little bit later, which is even better in my opinion. Which I was fine with the way the theatrical version was, but then we get that director's cut, and I was like, oh, this is even better. So yeah, Batman v Superman. That's still like one of my favorite experiences. I don't think I've had a moment where I went and saw a movie, and I felt like the same way about it. Like I've seen other stuff, like big movies. Like when Force Awakens came out, I saw that. It was fine, but I mean, but at the same time, I was like, oh, it's still not. I don't feel the same way about it. Batman v Superman was just a really unique experience.
Nice. Well, you do know that nearly brought a divide between us, that film, didn't it? It really did, didn't it? Because Shaz, huge Superman fan, me, big Batman fan. So when they were scrapping it out, and Batman was getting the better, and I couldn't contain myself. You weren't best pleased, were you?
No.
I thought I was going to get thumped in, to be honest. But yeah, we'll leave that. I think he must have known that. He's trying to stitch me back up, and I know he is. Okay. Number 17. Oh, this would be good from Caleb.
Yeah.
Tell us about a fight scene that completely blew you away.
Yeah,
Kurt versus the Gorn.
Yeah. No, I've talked about it before. It's the final fight in the first Raid movie, the 2-on-1 fight. That one. I remember watching that. Oh man, when did I see the movie the first time? 2020, I think, when I watched it for the first time. And that whole movie, the whole time, I was just like, "Oh man, this movie is so incredible." And then when that final fight sequence came up, I was like, "Oh, dude, is this guy like the Mad Dog, the villain?" That whenever he was about to fight the two brothers, I was like, "Wait, is he fixing to fight both of them?" And then they started fighting. I was like, "Oh wow, I've never seen like anything quite like this before." And yeah, that one is just that's an incredible fight scene.
Oh yeah, that ranks up there for sure, doesn't it? Yeah. I mean, we went to cinema to see that, didn't we? And
we did, yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
Remember the reaction, guys?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was crazy. Okay, number 18. This is my personal favourite. Obviously, it would be, wouldn't it? In your opinion, what is the sexiest movie scene of all time? And I don't mean the best sex scene. I just mean the sexiest movie scene. That's however you interpret it. But Arno had a very different interpretation, didn't he? And I was quite happy with it.
Yeah, of course.
Oh man. I probably I'd have to say that scene in Rapid Fire, Brandon Lee's movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the I'm sure you know the one I'm referring to.
Yeah.
The sex scene, interspersed with Nick Mancuso's character being murdered in prison.
Yeah.
I know it. That sounds kind of it sounds kind of twisted.
Sound kind of warped. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's
wrong with you? It's crazy.
Yeah, I know it's crazy, but it's like, oh man, I mean, I can't really think of a.
It was a hot scene.
Yeah, I can't really think of a scene, like another scene where it's like, oh, who, like what other movie edits a sex scene and a murder scene together? It's I mean, I can't think of one. I mean, unless we're talking about like slasher movies, because a lot of the slasher movies from the 80s had stuff like that. But I don't know, there was just something about one.
You got me thinking there is, because you got that happening. You got the Hardline soundtrack as well.
Yeah.
And that's just so good. And at that time, we hadn't really had a martial arts star that was like pulling off the sex scene in the movie and selling it properly. But Brandon had the looks, he had the charisma, and you kind of bought into it. And you think, hey, he's going to be able to take this a lot further than some of the other guys, and it's going to be very believable. Yeah, that is a very good and a very valid answer. I'm super impressed with that. You guys impressed with that? Put it down in the comments, because we want to hear about it. Because I think that's a damn good answer. I think that's my favourite answer on that one so far.
Yeah. Back then it was funny because like we talked about this. Back then with guys like Seagal and Van Damme, those scenes were just weird. Like they were just like and not like weird in a bad way. It was really awkward. And it then I watch Rapid Fire. And I'm like, okay, this doesn't feel weird. It feels like it's a unique, like we were saying. It's interesting. It's not one of those. Not one of those things where I was like, oh, can we get this over with, please? Like, skip to the next thing.
Yeah.
The only Van Damme one I can pass, it was Nowhere to Run, and that's purely because Rosanna Arquette. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, quickly moving on. Number 19. Yeah, I can get away with it because I could see her staring at Van Damme's ass all the time. So,
yeah.
Which horror movie is the one that most messed with your head?
The Halloween. Yeah. Definitely Halloween. I remember the first time I saw Halloween, I had nightmares about Michael Myers. Yeah, and you're wearing the hoodie too. So, I had nightmares about Michael Myers. That one really got me because I don't know, something about that one just made me feel like Michael Myers feels. It feels. He felt real, It's like you watch stuff like Friday the 13th and Jason Voorhees, he's basically a zombie, Like there's no such thing as zombies, and or Nightmare on Elm Street. I love those movies as well, but it's like well, Freddy is more or less not real, like in a sense, because it's all a dream. It's all a dream. But Michael, that felt real. It's like oh, there's a crazy guy who escapes from a mental hospital and just goes on a killing spree. Like stuff like that is, it's what's the word? It's it can happen. It's predictable, sort of thing. It's like it's like something like that could absolutely happen. So I think that's
very real threat.
I think that one got me a lot.
Yeah. Obviously, later on, as it descended into sequel territory, and we got the Circle of Four and stuff. Maybe not quite so much then, but in that first one, absolutely. Yeah. And how good was Donald Pleasance in that?
I mean, yes, I shot him 6 times. I shot him in the heart. He's not human.
I shot him 6 times. I shot him in the heart. This guy, this man, he's not human.
I like that. That's a new one. That's a good impersonate. That's going to be asked for again. You know this. Okay. In the year ahead, this is number 20. Actually, this is almost the last question. Well, this is the last question, but then we'll get the rotator from Kaleb. So in the year ahead, and you can be as elaborate as you want on this one. What are you most looking forward to? So if it's a couple of things, you can mention a couple. You'd have to say one.
There are a few things. I mean, for one, I'd really like to is this just like personal stuff, like stuff that I personally want to do or something like that? Okay, I mean, I would definitely like to get back into martial arts, start training again. I haven't done it in a long time, but
nice.
Lately I've been really itching to get back into it. I'd like to travel a little bit more. Or a couple months ago. Actually, it might have just been last month. I don't remember. But about a month or two ago, I went to a comic book convention here in Louisiana. Which that was a lot of fun, and being at that made me like really want to go to more of those. And I'd actually I would really like to start doing like kind of going to these things and kind of doing like fan made panels and stuff like that, and kind of spread the word about stuff like this, get more eyes on kung fu movies.
Nice. I like it. That's super cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Finally, you get to replace the rotating question. I'll let you write this down.
Oh, okay.
And bear in mind, it could be Jason next, It might not be, he might escape, but you've got that there just in case, So take it away, whatever question you want.
Well, but before I present the question, do I have to give an answer to it? Or do I just present the question?
No, just the question, just for the next guy. But if you, well, I say no, I'm not going to stop you. If you've got your own answer, please give it. That's great.
Well, I was asking because I actually didn't really have an answer. Like I knew about the question, but I knew like what kind of question.
You're just a bloody tease, aren't you? Hey, taking the Mickey now.
Yeah, I knew what kind of question I wanted, but the more I thought about it, I was like, I don't even know what I would like to see personally. But anyway, my question is, what is a movie that you would like to see a video game adaptation of? Like take a movie, turn it into a video game.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
And see, that's why I want to go, because I could have answered that. But yeah, never mind. I was thinking about that earlier, actually.
Yeah, that one's hard, like for me, because there are like so many that I could like see a video game version of, like the Raid. That's one. All the different levels. I mean, it'd make a really fun brawler style game.
I seriously was thinking about that earlier, but it wasn't a movie. It's a program we just started watching, Physical 100. I thought, this will make a good game.
Yeah.
Damn, good one.
That's
good one.
Yeah.
So I think at the time of this recording, for me, I would like to just throw out a dedication for this episode. And I'd like to throw it out to Kari Hiroki Tagawa, because he just passed recently, and there's been a lot of postings, and to like myself, and I'm sure to Kaleb, he's represented quite a lot in the martial art movie world. He was an absolutely fantastic actor. I remember the first time I saw him, he was in The Last Emperor, and then when I later saw him in Mortal Kombat, I was like blown away because I didn't know he had that side, the martial arts side, and you know, Showdown Little Tokyo, all those films. I can't remember the order I saw everything, but he's been a long-term face that, you know, anytime we see him, Man in the High Castle, we loved him in that, didn't we? So yeah, we'd like to dedicate this episode to Carrie Harry, as we call him, and yeah, rest in peace, sir. Is there anything you'd like to end off with? Any messages you'd like to shoot out there, Caleb, before we all sign off?
Yeah, well, it's funny you mentioned Carrie's passing. I actually have a video in the works where just a little tribute that I'm making for him. He was, as you said, he was, he was, as you said, he was iconic. I have so many fond memories of watching him, and it's very unfortunate. But you know, and that's why we have these movies, you know. So like anytime we're missing him, we can watch something that he was in and just remember how awesome he was and how great he was at just being evil.
Yeah, he was the man.
He was so good at it. But
okay.
Yeah, but I got that in the works. And I got a lot of other ideas. I started making a lot of YouTube shorts because those ideas come to me just like that, and so it's easy.
Yeah, we watched one last night, didn't we? What was the one we watched last night? Caleb did a short one.
Morantau.
Yes, Morantau.
Yeah, that was the last
it.
one I did.
Because Shaz like, have we seen that one? I'm like, yeah, we have seen that one. You couldn't remember it though, could you? Iko Ue's first one.
Yeah.
It's a bit, when you watched it, you thought it was a bit like On Back.
Right.
Yeah.
And it is kind of similar, same sort of template, but the different style of fighting. Very good. So I'd just like to say to all the viewers, thank you for watching, especially if you got this far. An extra big juicy thank you for you. There will be more of these in the future, but there won't be that many because Shaz and I aren't pushing on. We're just sitting back, we're just enjoying things, and we're tackling something when we want to. It's just a case of being here and staying in contact with our good friends like Caleb and Jason and Johnny and all the rest of them. So yeah, that's it. Make sure you watch those videos that Caleb's doing, especially the Carrie Harry one. I'm very much looking forward to that. Make sure you subscribe to his channel, and if you haven't listened to his podcast, definitely go and listen to his podcast because it's brilliant, and it's given me many happy hours of entertainment. And also catch me and Caleb on Casting the Classics. If you haven't seen those, what you're doing, those are great collabs between me and Caleb. And we have to mention the Three Amigos. Me, Caleb, Jason, we have a blast doing that. Me and Caleb love it. Jason's got his plate full because he's so busy with the Mighty Avengers and everything too. But he's such a good guy. He's going to stick with us, and we have a plan for one coming next year. So keep your eyes peeled, and it's going to be good. So, you know what it is. We mentioned it. We spilled the beans earlier, but I'm not going to mention that one. I think we'll
just in case anybody doesn't know.
I might have slipped up. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to have mentioned it, but and that might make people go back and watch again, so I might get a bit more view time. So I ain't telling you. Go back, try and find it. That. No, thank you all. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, as Caleb says, and we'll catch you on the next one. Caleb, do you want to hum us out the theme tune again to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? Then we'll sign off.
I think one was enough.
Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, and we'll all see you on the next one.